I don't know if that went well, but we'll take it. So, hey guys. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sally and this is another video. Guys, it's been so long since I last did that video. Okay, so what are we doing in today's video, guys? Today we are going to be reacting to programming memes. You know those type of memes when you see online and you're like trying to wrap your mind around it and you're like, what does it even mean? So yeah, today we are going to be reacting to programming memes, programmers memes, whatever you want to call it, coding, computer science, whatever. This is part 1, episode 1, reactions. So hey guys, welcome to part 1, episode 1, reaction to programming memes. So I'm just gonna put it on the screen right there. I'll be using my laptop. Now mind you, I have not seen these memes. I have never ever seen them before. It's gonna be like in the rawest state ever, me trying to understand what the heck is going on here. So the first one we have, how I feel when I write, modify, and test code. Actually, that's so true. Like I am so happy when I actually write code and it works. You know, I get it, I'm just typing and it looks like, you know, one of those hackers in those movies and they're like, and done. And then it's like a long meeting and I'm like, when are we gonna be done? Like that's so true actually, guys. This says you programming, watching programmers memes. I don't know if I'm getting it, but I'm guessing it's something like programming, watching you watch programmers memes instead of actually programming. But like if that's the situation, I mean everybody needs a breather. We got to laugh. You know, I am going to use myself as an example. For the past how many weeks I have been trying to debug so it's my first time trying to work with Flutter, and I was trying to get the Android emulator, the Flutter emulator to work on my system, and I almost ran mad, literally. I almost ran mad. Why? Because it just kept giving me this assemble Gradle error and all that whatnot. And yeah, I cannot say thank you enough to ChatGPT for its help. You know, sometimes we need a breather. You know, we just want to laugh it out. We just want to laugh it out. We don't want to be so stuck up programming and yeah, and then in the end it really doesn't work. You just keep debugging and you go to sleep and you wake up the next morning to start debugging. I even had a situation where everything worked fine once and probably like I think the next day, 2 days after, I tried to run the code again. Yeah, as you might have expected already, it really didn't work. So yeah, we need things like this. We need programmers memes to survive, you know? So next, programmers looking at programmers memes. Human beings about that. You know, that is so true. That is so true, you know, because whatever you're doing here is based on my issues, is based on my problems. So yeah, you are making jokes out of my issue. I live with these issues daily. I see them daily, I deal with them daily. And all you can do is make memes out of them. How nice of you. So when you ask JavaScript why your code isn't working, I don't know. I don't think I've ever asked JavaScript why my code isn't working. I don't know. I mean, but I can relate generally because if you see my ChatGPT prompts, I think it's like a personal relationship at this point. We're too personal. We're doing things a lot more than just human and AI because I get to ask it a lot of questions every freaking time I am on ChatGPT. Hey ChatGPT, this solution you gave me didn't work. Hey ChatGPT, I'm trying to run this and this is happening. What's the problem? I would say AI is one of the best things that happened to programmers. Yeah, we program the AI, but it's still one of the best things that happened to us because you know it makes debugging so much easier. You just take a picture of what you want, or I don't know, the file, whatever it is you're having issues with, and just put it there and tell it what you want to do and fix this error for me, you know. So I'm not gonna lie, yes, I do use AI a lot and I'm not even gonna hide that. And yeah, it has worked for me countless times. So many times YouTube videos and just regular prompt searching wouldn't work. ChatGPT does come true. So yeah, I give it to it. It works well. I recommend it if you haven't started using it. When you can't find answers on Stack Overflow, impossible. Perhaps the archive are incomplete. So I can't really relate to this part because I don't use Stack Overflow. So yeah, I'll just move to the next one. But yeah, I guess Stack Overflow is probably a place you find a lot of things, and maybe I've just not gotten there. And I've heard it. I think I've even seen it. I don't know, but like I have not actively used it, so I can't really react to this one. You would work on the front end, and I would work on the back end. After a month. I'm so sorry. You know, I've never been in this situation, I'm not gonna lie, where I get to work on the front end and someone else works on the back end, but I can mentally picture it not working because I've been in a team where we all worked collectively on the front end, and Guys, if the front end and the front end can't even connect, how is the back end and front end supposed to connect? So yeah, what I'm trying to say is it wasn't even working. We were having issues, we were clashing. And because I was the team lead, I was like the group leader, whatever you want to call it. It was a small project, by the way, just a small little project to prove that we understood what we were being taught. So I have to start debugging, like, so when they go to meet our instructor, he's like, oh no, you have a group leader, go meet her. And I'm like, what? I'm still a student, I'm still a student leading a group. But yeah, so I can totally relate to this, but not in their context, because I've never been in a space where I work on the front end, someone works on the back end, or I work on the back end, someone works on the front end. But I've been in a space where we work differently and we have to try to connect the code together. And trust me, it's not what you want to do, except you're so sure about if you know what you're doing, because even when you know what you're doing, it could still go wrong. Talk less of when you don't even have any idea what you're doing. So yeah, it gets frustrating. I'm not even gonna lie. What the heck? I'm so sorry. My dog ate all my homework. Come to science professor. Your dog ate all your coding assignment? Me. It took him a couple of bites. Okay, so that's just crazy. That's just really crazy. I would say less of programming means, and just using programming terms to to just I don't even know. But yeah, that's cool. How it feels when I fix a bug no one knew I was responsible for it. So I don't know if I've been in this situation, but I would say so many times I've been in school and my lecturer is gonna be like, oh Sally, come do this, oh Sally, come do that, and I don't know how to do it, but probably I get a way around it, or I go to ChatGPT, so I go to ChatGPT, or I get a way around it, or just something, and then I'm able to do it, and I'm like, put some respect on my name. So like I've been in that situation a lot of times where the lecturer actually thinks I understand it, because I don't know why, but yeah, they think I understand it, and then they go ahead and be like, oh, help this person, fix this one, and I'm like, okay. But then when I'm able to slid my way around, or something, I'm like, damn, you really don't have to know. I never knew about it. So I don't know if that experience counts in relation to this meme, but yeah, I'll take it. When you look at the code you wrote last year, why? Oh, that's why. Yes. I can't even say a lot of yes, because I'm gonna say that I do this a lot. No, I do it a lot. Probably, after a year or two, I'm going back to look at my codes. I started working with Python last year, and I dropped it because of school. I had other languages I had to work with in school, and other projects here and there. So I had to drop Python. So this year, I said, okay, let's go back and take a look at some little codes we put here and there. And I'm like, why? Oh, okay, that's why. Because you tend to forget, and yeah, because I was just learning it, I wasn't really, standard a professional to input little comments here and there in my code, so I really didn't have explanations for some of the nonsense I did, and yeah, it happens. But like the meme said, you get to understand why later, and probably will take I don't know how long, but depending on how that's your programming knowledge, like the whole logic, you'll be able to catch on fast, because syntax is just like varies depending on the language. So yeah. 2 things developers could be thinking about when you see them like this. My code is not working and I don't know why. My code is working. I'm sorry. That is so true. No meme has ever been truer than this. I'm not even gonna lie. That is so true. Sometimes I write code and I just don't understand why it's not working, because it's not gonna give you an error. It's not gonna give you nothing, and I'm like, I'm getting frustrated. But at the same time, sometimes I watch them like, I did not even expect it to work. Like, you were so sure, you already told the whole world that there is no way this stuff is working. We're just doing it for probably show's sake, or let it be that we wrote something, maybe in an exam, and you're asked to code or something, and this is not gonna work, and you're just like, okay, let's just get it. I'm gonna give you an example. So I had a theory exam, and I was given a full-on project to write a code for literally handwritten code. Now I did not get to run it after my exam, but I was so sure that if you dare run that code, it's never gonna work. But things like that happen. You're right, you expect it to not run, and then it runs, and then you're like, no way, that's right. And then you write your code, you take your time, you follow all the steps, all the procedures, all the logic, and then you get to run it, and it's like, and you're like, I can't even see a little bug there. I can't even phantom where a bug can be. So yeah, that is so valid. That would be so valid. This one says, did you just copy that code? Yes, of course. Didn't you have something important in your clue? So guys, I cannot even explain how true this is. So I get to copy code a lot. generally this applies to more than just code. You copy something and then you overwrite that with another thing you copied, and then you're like, damn, I had something important in my clipboard. I had something important in my keyboard. So yeah, this has happened. I wouldn't say it's code specific, but yeah, it happens all the time, and it's so annoying because it's either I have to start looking for where I copied the former, or I just get frustrated. Designers, look, we all have similar idea. No, you stole my idea. Programmers, man, I stole your idea. Man, I stole your code. It's not my code. I mean, that's the truth. I can so testify that that is so true. My code is probably not my code, like, 90% of it or something. I don't know. So don't get me wrong, I do write code, but you just get stuck easily, especially for me, because like I said, I'm just in case I didn't say it, I'm a beginner, so I'm still learning, and it's overwhelming. Oh, see what I did there? I'm still learning. It's overwhelming. Yeah. It's just the music is not my color. So yeah, it could get overwhelming, and yeah, you just tend to run to AI. So like I would always say there are advantages and disadvantages. So we are the ones to know how to use AI in our favor, because it would only work when you prompt them. It would only work when you go to them for help. So you have to be the one to regulate how you make use of their help, so it doesn't look like they are doing the work and you are helping. So it always remain in the space of you are doing the work and they are helping. So guys, that's gonna be all for today, because I don't really want to get the video too long. I want to keep it as short as possible. So obviously there is gonna be an episode 2 of programming memes, which is part 1. So yeah, stay tuned for reaction series, and let me know if there's any other profession you want me to check out their memes and react to it. I would love to try it out. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in my next video. Yeah, stay happy, stay blessed.